How many of you wish that 2020 was different? Are you sitting around lately feeling like you want the world to change? You're in the midst of just so much struggle and uncertainty. How many of you are feeling that? Type in the comments below right now if you're feeling struggle, uncertainty, change, shift, intensity. And what is your word? What is your word for what you're feeling? Type it in the comments down below right now. And if you're watching the replay, type the word replay in the comments. Hey everybody, it's so good to have you here. It's so good to see you. My name's Elizabeth and I am the leader and founder of the Women's Holistic Business Network and also of course the Women's Holistic Business Academy. And I have been a magazine publisher and yoga studio owner and wellness practitioner for decades. I have done so many different things in the wellness arena, and it's why I've brought it all together to teach business and leadership to women who are holistic and spiritual leaders, teachers, and practitioners. So I love being able to come to you all for these weekly training videos, and today I'm going to be teaching you 7 keys to loving what is. And I love this phrase, loving what is. I got it from one of my teachers, Byron Katie, who wrote a book called Loving What Is. And I started training and learning from her about 15 or 17 years ago. And I was talking to a group of my high-level clients this morning in a program, and we were talking about this exact topic. And I realized I want to bring it here to all of you in the network because it's so timely. This year has been major. It's been intense. It's been massive. It's been unprecedented change. We know that we're in it. And I want to know what all of you have been experiencing. So type in the comments down below right now. What has 2020 been like for you so far? What have you been experiencing? What have you been struggling with? What have you had to pivot in your business? What have you had to change or shift in your heart, your soul, and your business? Type that in the comments down below right now. And also post the link to your business, whether it's your webpage or your Facebook page. Post a link and let us know what you're up to in your business. Tell us who you are. The Women's Holistic Business Network is a place for you to connect and to get support and to get the training and insight and inspiration that you need to have your business thrive in these challenging times and really in any times. So I've got 7 keys for you today to loving what is. But let's start with what? Why should I love what is? It's a principle that you may have heard of in many spiritual teachings, especially in Buddhism, that when we accept what is, we can actually make change. When we struggle against what is, that's where suffering is, and that's where pain is. How many of you are struggling? Type the word struggle. Type the word struggle right now in the comments down below if you're struggling with what is. Byron Katie says that when we struggle against what is, we create a lot of resistance and we create a lot of dis-ease and unhappiness for ourselves. But when we accept what is, when we just say, okay, I accept what is, it doesn't mean that we're going, I'll not do anything about it, or I'll accept injustices in the world, or I'll just let people walk all over me. That's not what it means. It means accepting what is fully, making peace with what is so that we can free up our energy to step into what's next. When we resist what is, we are stuck in resistance. But when we open up to what is next, then we can actually make change. We can make a difference in the world. And I know that you're a leader, and so many of you here in this network are here to make a difference in the world. If you're here to make a difference, actually type that in the comments down below right now. Make a difference. If you're here to make a difference, type that right now, make a difference, because I know that so many of you are here to make a difference in the world. And I am here to support you in being a change maker and making the difference that you're here to make and reaching people and helping them heal. And what is it that you're here to do? What do you help people with? Type that in the comments down below right now. What do you want to help people with? Is it help them to heal their relationships? Is it help them to heal their trauma? Is it to help people reduce stress? Is it to help people with their families? What is it that you're here to do? Type that in the comments down below right now. Don't be shy. This is a business network. And the more that you can practice being visible right here, right now, the more that that'll have a ripple effect out into your life so that you can practice being visible with your own clients and your own followers out in the world. This network can be like your business crucible where you come in for transformation. All right, so I've got 7 keys for you that can help you to step into loving what is, accepting what is, so that you can start to go out there and be a truly transformational leader in the world. Now, one thing I want to recommend to you also is, 2 books. Loving What Is by Byron Katie. I've just been thinking about this a lot today. And number 2, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. It's a beautiful book, and it's helped me through so much. Not the art of war, the war of art. It's for artists and creators, just like you, people who are creative visionaries. Because what happens is that sometimes when you try to create change and when you try to open up to the world, resistance will come up. And when resistance comes up, it's really hard. It's really hard. How many of you know that resistance blocks you from everything that you want? Type the word resistance in the comments down below if you know that resistance is one of the things in your life that really comes up for you. And I'm going to make sure our little comments thread is working. There we go. So type the word resistance in the comments down below. Now I've got 7 keys for you. Get a pen and write these down. You're going to want to write these down, and you can add your own as well because I know you're all leaders. Number 1, so if you're feeling resistance, if you're feeling like you're pushing away what is and that you're feeling stuck, 7 things you can do. Number 1, take a break. When we are pushing and pushing, and I know some of you are doing this, you're working late or you're trying to do tons of things in one day, know that our bodies and souls have been through so much collectively. And when you keep pushing, it doesn't actually lead to results. So I recommend you take a break. Like, close your computer, shut things down, and take a break from it. Stop. Fully take a break. That's number 1. And if you did nothing else except for this, except for number 1, where you're just taking a break, your life will definitely change. Number 2, get outside into nature. No matter what the weather's doing where you are right now, get outside every single day. Even if it means you stand outside your door on your back porch wrapped in a blanket and just look at the sky, whether you can see the sun or not, it's there. Get outside and take a break in nature. And if you can spend some more time in nature, lean your back against a tree. Bundle up if you need to. Lean your back against a tree. Go stand by water where the air is ionized. Stand in the middle of trees where you can feel the energy of the trees. Being in nature will help to reset your soul and help to reignite why you're doing your business in the first place. So get outside. Number 3, inspire yourself. Are you writing these down? Inspire yourself. So go back and listen to click videos in this network and you can see any of the previous videos. Get on an inspiring podcast that you love once a day. Do it while you're going for a walk in nature, even better. Or while you're driving, just be an inspiration. Put on some kind of a podcast that inspires you. Read an inspiring book. Watch inspiring things. If you're going to be watching things, let it not just be all dramas and crime shows and things that stress you out, but let it instead be inspiring documentaries, inspiring interviews, inspiring, uplifting movies. What are things that inspire you? So know that whatever you're taking in from outside, in the outside world, whatever you're consuming in terms of media and entertainment, please let it be inspiring. So number 1 is take a break. Number 2 is get in nature. And number 3 is inspiring. I've got 4 more for you because I have 7 keys for you today. Number 4 is self-care. I know you've heard it, but it's not an option during times like these, especially when you're a leader. It'd be different if you weren't a leader and you only had yourself to take care of, and you could be like, somebody's telling me to take care of myself again, come on. But if you have thoughts like that, are you really doing what it takes to take care of yourself? And that looks different for everyone. For some of you, it might look like a bubble bath. And for some of you, self-care might look like time out or getting outside in nature or listening to an inspiring podcast or taking the time to get your to-do list done. What is self-care for you? It's really individual. So if you're resisting against self-care, know that maybe you're trying to follow a plan that doesn't work for you. And put a plan into place that does work for you and that feels aligned for who you actually are. So take care of yourself. It's not an option at times like these. All right, number 5, stillness. Take a deep breath right now. Have you taken the time lately to get into stillness, quiet? Whether that means meditation, sitting outside and watching the birds fly over or the clouds pass by, closing your eyes and laying down on the floor, doing a proper meditation practice, like whatever it is for you. Take time out every single day to get into stillness, especially when you're a leader and you have a business and you help people with healing and transformation. Your own stillness becomes more and more important. And especially at this time of year, as we get drawn towards solstice. We're only, 19, 20, 21 days approximately, as of the recording of this video, away from solstice. And you can feel, if you really tap in and allow, you can feel yourself being drawn towards solstice, this time of stillness. And if you live in the northern part of the northern hemisphere, you can notice the days getting shorter and darker and quietness coming upon you. So surrender into the stillness, because it is a ripe soil for you to plant seeds for what's next for you. If you don't give yourself time for stillness, you don't give yourself the opportunity for creativity to be planted. So stillness is really important. And even if you live in parts of the world where you don't have more darkness, you can still feel the energy of the planet itself coming into a quiet place of stillness. So surrender into what's happening in the seasons is really important. And stillness has a lot to teach you. How many of you have taken time for stillness? Write it in the comments down below. And what do you learn from stillness? Write that in the comments down below right now too. All right, number 6. Everybody get ready to do this. Take your right hand, or whatever hand you can mirror me with, and put it on your left shoulder. And then get your other hand and put it on your other shoulder. Are you ready? And now squeeze. Hugs are really important. And squeeze and then rub yourself and get it. See if you can get all the way behind. See if you can get all the way in behind. And give yourself a really big hug. Take a deep breath. When we get hugs, we get oxytocin, which is a really important chemical of connection. We need this right now. And did you know it works the same when you do it to yourself? I know I probably look really silly right now giving myself a hug, but I don't care. You still get the chemicals of connection when you give yourself a hug. So do it right now. Please do it right now with me. We can make the world a better place by giving ourselves hugs. And then whoever you're in a house with right now, go and give them a hug. At least twice a day. And sometimes we can forget this if you're on your own with just maybe one of your family members, whether it's a kid or a partner. Give those people a couple of hugs a day. We can forget how important it is. But it's so important for our hearts and our souls and our stress-relieving chemicals. Hugs. Remember that song, 4 Hugs a Day? Even if you have to give them to yourself, you can do this. It's so important. And number 7, are you ready for number 7? Number 7 is stay connected. Above all else, stay connected. Facebook groups are magic for that. You belong here. Be connected by actually typing in the comments, not just watching this video, but showing up and staying connected, typing in the comments and letting us know how you are. Stay connected by getting on Zoom dates with people. Get on a phone walk and talk. Put your best friend in your earbud or a family member in your ears and go for a walk together. They are going for a walk and you're going for a walk, but you're actually just on the phone together. You can have the same kind of stress-relieving hormones be released into your body when you are connecting with somebody else. How will all these things affect your business? They absolutely will. When you are connected, when you are stress relieved, when you are inspired, when you've taken care of yourself, when you've taken time out and to be in stillness and in nature, your business has the fertile soil it needs to rise up, and then you can be the leader that you're here to be. So let's go through these 7. Which one is the most important to you, and which one is the one that you need to do right now? Type that in the comments down below right now. So number 1 is take a break. Number 2, get out in nature. Number 3, Get inspiration. Number 4, self-care. Number 5, stillness. Number 6, hugs. And number 7, stay connected. Which is the most important one to you right now? Type it in the comments down below, which is the one that's most important to you and that you'd like to be held accountable for actually doing in your life. Times are challenging right now. I know that all of you are feeling. I know that we've all gone through so much collectively in our lives, in our business, in our countries, in our globe over the past 8, 9, 10, 11 months, however long that this has been going on for you. I know that I acknowledge it and I see you, and I'm truly here alongside every single one of you in the path. The Women's Holistic Business Network isn't just a group that you kind of belong to but that you don't show up to. It's a group where women are really standing for each other, and where I'm standing for all of you, getting the support and connections and love and accountability and training that you need to go out there and be the leader that you are. Because when we work on our businesses, we have a ripple effect on the world that we can make change. So keep working on your business, because when we do that, we can change the world together. Sending you all so much love, sending you all hugs through the screen. Give yourself a hug for me, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye, everyone.